Yo, what's up, guys? Let's find some fucking bets, boys. Oi, it's March Madness. We have a ton of plays open for today. And best of all, we have a ton of promos. So let's kind of take a look. Let's see what we have available. So where should we start? Should we start out on Underdog Fantasy, lock in this promo? You can see they're running a bunch of discounts for March Madness. Let's go! So we got Baycott over 10.5 points. Which discount do we like most? UNC, Wagner. Sheesh. Which of these discounts do we like most? So let's kind of figure it out. But first, let's just focus on Underdog Fantasy. Maybe we'll be able to lock in a few plays, and hopefully they don't bump things too quickly. Sometimes Underdog Fantasy, they're really annoying and they bump things quickly, but hopefully not today. So let's see what we have right here. So KJ Simpson under 31.5 PRAs. Colorado obviously won and fuck, did they already bump that? You can see they just bumped it. It turned blue from 31.5 to 30.5. But on the bright side, we have a bunch of other picks that we can go with. So McCollum's been hot. I mean, how many threes did he have last game? I don't even know. Let's see. But I think he had 6 threes last game. But we have CJ McCollum over 2.5 made threes. What do people think about that? Again, like the way that Underdog Fantasy works is, you take a dude to go over or under, you get the same payout, So essentially, you just want to compare their lines to sports books. You have hundreds of different data points, hundreds of books posting odds. They all have CJ McCollum as a big favorite to go over. Obviously, not everyone can maybe bet college basketball player props, but regardless, we also have Denny under 8.5 rebounds. So it's like, fuck it. Let's just lock in this promo. Then maybe we move on to PrizePicks. So let's see what we have available. Denny under 8.5 rebounds. So this can be our entry for the Underdog Fantasy promo. Dude, we got a lot of games going on, man. So let's see what we got here. But let's just lock this in. So if you want to tail, hopefully you were able to tail. We got it in. Underdog Fantasy promo. These promos are the easiest money you're going to make sports betting. Dude, I really want Akron to win, man. I'm on Akron. Come on, boys. Come on. But let's see what do we want to do next? Should we make another underdog play? So we already got something open for the promo. But what else do we want to go with? I'm getting a lot of shit on Twitter for saying I use a bunch of sports books. Everyone telling me to call the gambling number. It's like, no, that's not going to happen. I'm not calling any number. But we got Baycott over 10.5 points. We got CJ over 2.5 made threes. And then Denny under 8.5 rebounds. So again, I obviously follow a very data-driven approach. Every single play I bet I can point to and be like, yo, this is why this play has value. All that good stuff. But anyways, what did I want to say? I always got something to say. But what I was going to say is Underdog Fantasy, obviously the promo, you can only play it for $10. It's a $10 max bet size promo, but if we wanted to get a little ballsy here before we move on to PrizePicks, and they already locked it. Are you serious? I was going to say we could play it again, but Underdog Fantasy maybe locked it, which isn't fun. But maybe if we're lucky, we'll be able to find something else. Gambling's awesome, man. Sheesh. So what do we want to go with? I mean, is there anything we're attracted to? Not really. So we'll move on to PrizePicks here in a second because they bumped them. They bumped both the plays. I hate them sometimes, just how quickly they bump all this stuff. Should we do a PrizePicks flip or what do people want to look at? We can also look at Fliff. I explained this before, but FanDuel actually has a ton of good value on college basketball player props. It's just FanDuel. Most people, most states, FanDuel's legal in. You can't bet college basketball player props, so their markets are super inefficient. You find a lot of good value, like Ryan Nembhard. You can get his over on FanDuel at plus 120. No other book offering better than minus 110, minus 115. So pretty clear value. So if you have access to FanDuel college basketball player props, McNeese is nice as fuck. But anyways, maybe that's something, that you want to take advantage of. Dude, let's go. Okay, Akron tied up. I'm on them plus 13.5. I think that's what I gave out. But what we can do is we can take a look at Fliff. sheesh, man, I really don't want to bet on the UFC. That's not the plays that I was going to be looking for. But again, like, I don't really care what I'm betting on if there's value in it. And sometimes these lines move. I mean, you saw how fast Underdog moved some of these things. So obviously the UFC is still a few days away. And I definitely didn't intend to do UFC plays on this live stream. But sometimes the best value's early, like when these lines are kind of flying around. That's when you can find the best opportunities. So Fliff has, thousands of different odds available. There's millions of different bets we can take on Fliff. So we're really, as sports bettors, kind of trying to zone in on like, okay, what are the few plays that actually have an edge, that actually have value, like this play. And it's a very simplistic mindset, some would say, but they're completely fucking wrong. A lot of people will be like, oh, you're not considering, you haven't watched this guy, you haven't watched all his fights. And it's like, it doesn't matter because it's reflected in the odds. FanDuel's not stupid. They know the profitable UFC customers. If they're all betting on this guy, they'll move the lines towards this guy. It's all reflected in the market. You don't have to know anything about the UFC to make money betting on the UFC. You just have to know about data, market, shit like that. DiVincenzo over 2.5 assists. What do we think about DiVincenzo, bro? So we got Dante DiVincenzo. Let's check out how he's been doing. Dante DiVincenzo over 2.5 assists. He's more like a 2, 3, 4 type of guy. Do we want to lock it in? How do we like DiVincenzo assists for tonight? And then we'll go to PrizePicks because we definitely want to ride some college kids today. That's for sure. But let's go to the next game and let's see what we have available. So maybe let's just lock it in. I mean, dude, I want some NBA player props for tonight. DiVincenzo over 2.5 at plus 110. And it's pretty simple. Like, a lot of people will be like, oh, whatever. I don't use FanDuel. Why should I care about FanDuel? It's like FanDuel's a source of information. FanDuel's a source of information. This is a $10 billion company with millions of customers. They have they're really good at setting lines. And they have Dante DiVincenzo as a minus 122 favorite to go over. They have his over favored. They're telling you through their odds, his over is favored. His over is the more likely outcome. And we're getting that at plus 110. Right, which is an absolute no-brainer. FanDuel has ripped odds towards this over, so that's information for you that, hey, maybe like sharp customers are hammering the over because you have FanDuel, one of the biggest sports books, largest sports books in the U.S. They've ripped this line. Same thing with BetOnline. BetOnline, FanDuel, $2 pretty sharp for player props. ESPN Bet, they're all ripping odds towards DiVincenzo's over, and FanDuel's stale. Anyways, let's kind of move on. What do you guys think? Anyone like these plays? Anyone tail? So we got DiVincenzo, and then we got a UFC play. So let's see. Yep, so we got 2 bets open on Fliff to kind of start the day. Man, I got a shower. Fuck. But we got Dante DiVincenzo over 2.5 assists. And then we got Cameron Moneyline. And this is for Saturday. So we got an early UFC play. Anyways, what book do you guys want to look at? Anyone have a preference? So plus 110 and plus 140. So plus money bangers. And let's kind of see what we have. Because there's a lot of value actually on PrizePicks right now, which is nice. So we could look at PrizePicks. I mean, we can continue looking at Fliff, But we kind of got in some good value on Fliff. I mean, Dabble. There's so many sports books. It just kind of depends, where you're located, all that type of stuff. Like I've said this before, but ESPN has a shit ton of value. It's just it's not as popular of a book and, but they have a lot of good lines, a lot of good value for sports bettors. I just personally don't really use it much. And most people don't use it. It's not that popular of a book, so I don't talk about it on these streams. But again, you want to have as many sports books as possible. Even though a lot of people will say that's degenerate, it's true. It's just true, man. It's true. So let's see what we have here, because we got a lot of different options on PrizePicks, which is good. What do we want to look at, man? Oy, we got a lot of plays on PrizePicks. Love waking up to some good bets. So we got Benchero under 5.5 assists. So let's take a look here. Also, what was I going to say? is this is bullshit. If anyone was on this PrizePicks play I gave out, we had Storm Hunter. I mean, dude, her opponent forfeited in the second set. So we ended up losing, and PrizePicks didn't void it, which is bullshit, but, you know, we would have gotten the 10x. But, I mean, I guess nothing we can do. Just frustrating. But anyways, let's start building a slip. So we got Banchero under 5.5 assists. How do people feel about fading Banchero tonight? Under 5.5 assists. He's gone under 2 of the past 5 games. Granted, he didn't have to play a bunch in the fourth quarter against the Hornets. Tonight they're playing the Pelicans. He'll probably get more minutes. But again, like, everything's baked into the market. You hear so many people say stupid shit like, yo, Zion's on the Pelicans. It's like, dude, like, it's all priced into the market, man. You know, oh, sharps are on the under. That would be priced into the market. Like, sportsbooks are constantly ticking around their odds based on where action's coming in. Let's build a PrizePicks slip. Do people want college basketball player props or no? We can do some college basketball player props, or we can avoid them, because I know not everyone can play them. Let's fucking go, Akron. Anyone on Akron in their bracket? Anyone on Mississippi State? What a dumbass bet. Whoever bet Mississippi State. Honestly, pretty crazy. Akron, Creighton tied, and BYU's down 14. Duquesne, or whatever the fuck their name is, they were 9-point underdogs, I think. Pretty crazy. Should we do a PrizePicks slip? College basketball player props or no college basketball player props? What Fliff plays you have on? DiVincenzo. I mean, dude, they're both on the screen. Dabble 1000x. No shower, just sweat. Does Dabble have a promo? People have been asking me to do a Dabble 1000x slip. Do they have a promo on these 1000x entries? I don't think there's a promo, so. Anyways, what do we want to do? Alex, do you like to get baked? Dabble, please. Is there a promo on Dabble? Alex is scared. Scared to do what, bro? Scared to do what? Anyways, Alex, can you do a PrizePicks slip? Yeah. Dude, so many people. Anyways, I'm trying to do a better job reading the messages, but there are some dumbass messages. Anyways, here are the 2 Fliff plays we already locked in, but let's build this PrizePicks slip. So this play was available on Underdog. I'm not sure. It's still available on Underdog. We were looking at it previously. But as we have Franz, that doesn't really make sense to pair with Banchero under 5.5 assists. Like, doesn't really make sense to take 2 starters on the Magic, 1 over, 1 under. Doesn't make a lot of sense. ParlayPlay Connect promo. Damn, so ParlayPlay has a promo too. Oh my gosh. So there are promos out the ass on these sports books. And, you know, the easiest money you'll make sports betting is just from these promos. I mean, I say that in every live stream, but it's true. So maybe there's some value on ParlayPlay that we can take advantage of. Bogdanovich under 1.5 made threes. Let's see if it's still available. The problem with ParlayPlay, and it is still available. This play's incredible, actually. This play's incredible. Let's see if we're able to get it down. Darian Williams under 13.5 points. So this play is a fucking slam. Will they let me hit it for $450? No way. Yo, so that's crazy. This is a crazy play if you use ParlayPlay. So I hit this for $450. 3.13 payout, and I'll kind of explain it in a sec, but usually there's not a ton of value. How do I fucking block this guy from the chat? Oh my god. Oh my god. E-Money 1999. You're a fucking idiot, dude. Anyways, I'll figure that out in a bit. Dude, oh my god. So many fucking idiots I have to deal with. You have no idea. Degenerate ass gamblers. But anyways, This on ParlayPlay. So if you take a look at ParlayPlay, they had Bogdanovich as a 1.29 payout. Anyways, if you want to lock it in on ParlayPlay, lock it in. I'll go to the promo in a sec. But they had Bogdanovich as a 1.77 payout. So what does 1.77 mean? It means minus 129 odds, right? So essentially they're giving you minus 129 odds on the under. They put things in like payout format. And why is minus 129 really good? I mean, honestly, there's usually not a ton of value on ParlayPlay, so I'm a little surprised about this. Wow. Bro, where are the Fliff lines? Half these NBA games don't got players for. I don't know. Maybe they haven't posted lines yet for all of the NBA games. But anyways, what did I want to say? Is Bogdanovich, like, you can still compare, even though Fliff puts things in, like, decimal odds, 1.77. I don't know if they ended up moving it. Was anyone able to tail this? Anyone use ParlayPlay? So they just got rid of him. So now they just completely fucking got rid of the player. But they had his under 1.5 threes at 1.77, which means minus 129 odds, which, long story short, is incredible because he's a minus 200 favorite to go under. All the other books have him minus 200. So clear as day. Bumped it immediately. Underdog app update. Oh my God. Dude, how do I ban someone from the chat? It's like, bro, I can't even figure out how to ban this guy from my own chat. Dude, imagine taking time out of your day to do this shit. Oh my God. It's like, bro, watch March Madness. Don't be so negative. Don't be so angry. Don't be so angry. Akron's winning, so that's great. But anyways, we got to finish this PrizePicks slip. So the first play we have is Banchero under 5.5 assists. Okay, cool. Now let's kind of move on. We got in some good value on ParlayPlay, so I just don't want to forget about it. Give me the moderator. I'll ban him and tell his mom. Do ban e-money. I tailed the ParlayPlay. There we go. All y'all dick suckers. Bro, how do you ban this motherfucker? Anyways, I'll figure it out in a second. Monitor, restrict, suspicious user reported. There we fucking go. Anyways, let's finish out building this this PrizePicks slip, and then I'll go over to Underdog. Oy, oy, oy. So what do we want to do? We want to finish building this slip. And I got distracted, man. Do we want college basketball player props or not? So we got Banchero under 5.5 assists. Then we have Capella over 1.5 steals plus blocks. So let's take a look at this play. We got Capella steals plus blocks. He's gone over 4 out of the past 4 games. Lines up from a value perspective. All the books have his over favored, like minus 140. And then it's just kind of like, okay, what other plays do we want to go with? We're already on McCollum. You know, I forget if we already hit this play. Steven Crowell under 12.5 points. You can see here, like, all the books have his under favored. KJ Simpson under 6.5 rebounds. So there's some different options for college basketball. That we will take a look at. Anyways, I also didn't even bet this Connect promo yet. So what I want to do is now I want to bet this promo real quickly. If you want to play the ParlayPlay promo, let me just lock this in real quickly. So typically what I do is just try to find something at least with a tiny bit of value. Lock it in. I think the promo... Are you fucking kidding me? Did they refund it? No way. No, they didn't. Okay. Hopefully they don't cancel it because both these picks were really good and they removed them automatically. But anyways, let's go here. So we want to take his over 17.5. And then let's kind of see what else we have. If there's anything we can lock in quickly on ParlayPlay. Milkbone and I should be mods. Do hashtag ban e-money. Huh. Anyways, let's, okay, so that motherfucker's banned. But anyways, let's just go here. Let's kind of finish this out. And then let's finish the PrizePicks slip. So what I'm going to pair the promo with is Dylan Brooks under 1.5 or under half of a steal plus block. It's not like incredible value, but for the promo play, good enough to kind of go with. And you're getting, where is it? 2.48 odds, which means plus 148 American odds. Caesars is only giving you plus 123, whatever. Like, there's a little bit of value on it for the promo. And I'm really hoping they just don't void this previous bet we have, because we got in some really good value. And I fucking slammed that shit. But anyways, we got our 2 parlay plays. 450 to win 1408.50. But let's finish this prize pick slip and hopefully get in something good. So where do we want to look, man? What do we want to look at? Do we like Benchero's under? If you don't like it, you could take, Franz over 4.5 rebounds. It's the same strategy for all these books. All the books have his over heavily favored. So that would be a decent play to go with, but let's see if we can find something a little bit better. Hunter Dickinson, under 33.5 PRAs. So let's take a look here. So honestly, I'm going to go on to college basketball. If you don't have access to college basketball player props, sorry. So Hunter Dickinson, he's gone under. I think we're already on his under in rebounds. But again, even if you don't use FanDuel, you still want to know where all these books are setting lines. Even if you really think you can just, outsmart all the books with your gut, it's still useful, to find value in the market and just to kind of gut check things. Every play, I bet, I want to be able to point to and be like, yo, this is why this play has an edge. So Hunter Dickinson, all the other books have his line at 31.5. Not everyone can hit college basketball player props. Yeah, I know, bro. I know. Don't get so angry. We'll do some normal player props here in a bit. But anyways, so FanDuel, they're telling us, hey, this should be priced at 31.5. We're getting the under 33.5, which obviously seems pretty solid. There's some fantasy score plays. Fantasy score plays, I play them. They're just, I don't build slips around them. And by that, I just mean we also have Kyrie Irving over 9.5 RAs, but I think I gave that out last night on Twitter. Zion did nothing last night because he was... See, this wouldn't be... Zion's obviously a very scary player to fade. But, damn, he still managed to go over last game. He had 2 fouls in the first minute of the game, and they took him out. But he still managed to go over. So you could fade Zion. Also, this may not make a ton of sense, but it's not a horrible idea to fade McCollum. And I get it. It doesn't make a ton of sense. It doesn't make a ton of sense intuitively because we're on his over in threes. So why are we on his under in points? How does that make sense? And it's there can be value on 2 plays. So on PrizePicks, they can have his points line too high. Obviously, if Underdog had his threes line at 0.5, we'd want to bet the over. He averages 3 threes a game. If his points line was at 50 on PrizePicks, we'd obviously want to take the under too. So there's obviously some level of indifference where you want to bet a player's over or under. And this play wouldn't be a bad idea to pair. So long story short, I'm not going to play it in this slip. But if you want to play it, it's not a bad option. So we could fade Devin Booker. Anyways, let's finish building this slip. So I'm going to go with college props, but if you can't play college, CJ McCollum's under is a good replacement. So we got KJ Simpson under 6.5 rebounds. He does grab fucking boards. He looks like a little guy on the court, but what are you doing, bro? And of course, PrizePicks just not loading now. Come on, man. Come on, boys. Okay, so here we have it. So let's go here. We got Simpson under 6.5 rebounds, and he had 11 rebounds against Boise State. People like fading KJ, but the play I definitely want to go with is Hunter Dickinson. Again, FanDuel has this line at 31.5, so we're getting a full, 2-point discount on the line. A lot of people say things like, oh, Michael Porter has averaged, 23 points his last 5 games, we're getting a 7-point discount. It's like, that's not how it works. If everyone thought his line should be higher, if Sharps thought his line should be higher, they already would have bet it up. His line would be at 17.5, and then, whatever. But anyways, you get the point. So we got Capella steals plus blocks. We want to fade Banchero's assists. And then let's see what else we have here. So under 5.5 assists. And then we need 2 more picks that we can go with. So this play I think we're already on. KJ Simpson, that's an option. So you can see, there's some different options. Jalen Williams, we locked in yesterday on PrizePicks as well. But, could play it again. This game starts in, a couple minutes. So if you want to sweat for the games that are about to start, is we have Allen over 4.5 rebounds. Again, sure, whatever. He's only gone over 2 out of the past 5 games, but it obviously checks out from a value perspective. All the books have his over, heavily fucking favored. But what we can do is let's just check out. Let's kind of see what we got here. So we got Crowell. This game's not till tomorrow, which is, maybe a little annoying. What? And we want him, I don't even see his 12.5 points line. So maybe PrizePicks ended up bumping it. I don't even see his line at 12.5. So maybe we take this play on Jalen Williams again. Yale, Auburn. Dude, a lot of people think Yale. a lot of people hearing a lot about, where is this? I don't even see his points line. Where's his points line? So we want to go to Jalen Williams. I only see his, it looks like PrizePicks now, they only have a demon for Jalen Williams. They had his points line at 9.5. Now they have these demons. These demons are shitty. They're not good payouts in general. So that's not something I want to play. But anyways, Markkanen, there are some new plays kind of showing up. Yo, this I like. So check this out. Is we have Gafford. I don't know if some lineup news just came out. Obviously, Gafford's been a hot topic recently. Fuck, they already bumped him up to 19.5. They had him at 18.5. Anyway, sorry for moving slowly. I'm trying to move quickly. I got distracted with the chat. And then more importantly, I'm just getting distracted trying to lock this shit in before they bump it. So where is points plus rebounds? Points plus rebounds, so Markkanen over 29. That's our third pick. And then we need a final pick to go with. And honestly, fade the hot hand. I'm going to fade KJ Simpson. And I'll put the link in the chat here in a second. This Markkanen play seems really good. So we want to fade KJ Simpson. And this is the play. And again, so many people will give me shit. Oh, you're only hitting this for $5. You're not confident in it. It's bro, I promise you. Promise you I would bet more on it if I was able to. But let me put the link in the chat. Anyone who says they can bet $10,000 on PrizePicks, dude, they have no idea what they're doing, man. Otherwise, they would be limited, especially on PrizePicks. Here we go. BYU sold my first half parlay. Well, I'm sorry, man. BYU, I'm sure BYU sold a lot of parlays. And here we got the PrizePicks slip. So hopefully you were able to tail. Links in the chat. Links in the chat. So I don't know if some lineup news, someone here can check. I don't know if some lineup news just came out in the Jazz game. It looks like Sportsbooks kind of ripped his lineup to 29.5. A lot of these books just completely pulled their odds. I don't know. Maybe someone's inactive, whatever. But regardless, again, if you don't like the play on Banchero or you want to build a new slip, Wagner over 4.5 rebounds, that play seems solid. But let's go over to Underdog, see if there's anything attractive. There's this, not really. Not really, man. Not really. So let's go here. And let's just kind of see what we have. So let's get rid of player props. And let's see if there's anything that we like. Dude, it's all fucking FanDuel college basketball player props, which I don't really want to bet. So let's see here if we increase this a bit. I don't know. Let's see if there's anything good. Under 132.5. Drake, Washington State. what do people think? Plus 185, so it's an alternate total. Drake, Washington State. It's obviously not like crazy good value, but also does Better have a promo? So the first thing I do, I mean, I've been doing this for 5 fucking years. 5 years, man. Is like literally every single day for 5 years. First thing I do, check the books, take the easy money promos. I swear, you will make thousands of dollars just betting these no-brainer promos like this Baycott promo that we got on Underdog. Like, I'm not saying this to you for any other reason than you will make a lot of money just betting these promos. A lot of money. A lot of money just betting these promos. But it doesn't look like they have any promos available on Better. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But anyways, what I was going to say about Fliff is all these books, like the goal of a sports book is be a menu, you know? They want to offer as many lines as possible because, I don't know, like more betting options means they'll probably get more bets and hopefully make more money. I mean, that's kind of the sportsbook business model. So they offer these alternate totals, and sometimes there's better value in like an alt total as opposed to a mainline total. March Madness has been low scoring, at least the first 4, at least the games I watched. Colorado State and then the Colorado game, 2 low scoring games, especially Colorado State, UVA. Under 132.5 plus 185, it's like, sure, whatever. I mean, might as well get in a play for the game. So let me go here. And I put the PrizePicks link in the chat. If you're just tuning in, we have a PrizePicks play. Underdog Fantasy got a promo right now. And then we hit this on Fliff, man. So we have under 132.5 in Drake versus a Washington State, plus 185. Sportscock Fantasy. Oh my gosh. Someone is saying, what about the FanDuel boost? Let's take a look at the FanDuel boost. Let's see what we got. We got McNeese and Stanford each to cover plus 10.5 points. So let's kind of go through it real quickly. So what you can do is you can actually look at these alternate spreads on sportsbooks. So where's McNeese? McNeese and Stanford are probably the 2 most popular underdogs that I've seen. So if we just go here, let's go to McNeese and Stanford. And let's go to plus 10.5. Do they have a line for plus 10.5? So let's see real quickly. Let's see what we have here. So we want to go to McNeese. And we want to look at the alternate spread. Plus 10.5. And see if any of these books are offering alternate lines. So again, like that's what's nice about kind of these sports books offering alternate lines. Obviously, not all these books offer alternate lines, but it kind of gives you a sense of like, yo, you know, PrizePicks have any promos? Also, PrizePicks has a promo, you know, on the women's tournament. Nothing for the men's tournament, which is bullshit. But let's go here. Is we have McNeese plus 10.5, minus 190, plus 145. So 61% win rate. So again, like sportsbooks, you know, minus 190 favorite. Minus 200 means a 2-to-1 favorite, 2/3 to win. Minus 300 means a 3-to-1 favorite, 75% to win. Got cooked on sleeper yesterday. Fuck Booker. Alex, will you do any better plays? We can take a look at better, but let's check out this FanDuel boost real quickly. So long story short, like, you know, we have a bunch of videos about this. Nobody fucking cares about the math though. But this is 61% to win. You know, you just want to like take a sportsbook's odds and then kind of devig it. And then we want to go to the Stanford game. So where's the Stanford game? So we want to go to the Stanford game. Shit, why isn't my phone connected? So let me reconnect this real quickly. And we want to look at, you know, their spread. So we have plus 10.5 here. Minus 182, plus 144. So minus 182, plus 144. and we have 61.6%. So what you can do is quite literally, just multiply these win probabilities together to get the combined win probability for the parlay. It's 37%. We're getting plus 200 odds, so this play is profitable. 37.7%. So essentially, you just want to figure out like what's the win probability for each of these plays. And this odds boost is like 13% EV if you want to get into the math behind it. But anyways, let's see if there's anything on better. So I am going to lock in the FanDuel odds boost. If you haven't already, it seems solid. It seems solid. But let's go back here to better. They don't have any promos right now, unfortunately. Is there anything on better, though, that we want to bet? Let's see what we got here. If not, we can kind of call this live stream. Man, chat's so negative today. It's like, wow, a lot of annoying people. Anyways, let's see what we have here. Dude, so many people, it's like you can't look at PrizePicks over the course of a day. Like, so many people show up, they tail one play, then they get all angry. It's like, dude, I'm sitting here. I'm giving you picks for fucking free. I'm up $678 on PrizePicks betting $5. It's like, chill, man. Chill the fuck out. But anyways, let's see if there's anything on better right now. Or Underdog Fantasy. And if not, we can kind of call this live stream a day. So there's nothing really on better. We already kind of got in the plays on PrizePicks. So we want to bet the FanDuel odds boost. Dude, so many weirdos in the chat, man. But let's take a look right here. Let's see what we got. And how's our boys at Akron doing? Ooh. So they're down 5, which isn't good. I don't remember. What did I bet them? I forget if it was plus 13.5. It was plus 13.5. So, I mean, that's not ideal, but, we'll take it. We'll take it. But anyways, let's do one more Underdog Fantasy play. Again, we already locked in a promo play, but we didn't lock in like a non-promo play. And let's kind of see what we have available. So the first play is Riley Minks under 10.5 RAs. And again, it's the same strategy, man. It's the same strategy if you're betting on, and they already bumped him down to 10. So honestly, they already bumped it anyways. Regardless, I'll give out some plays on Twitter. I'm tired of this live stream for now. But, have a great, rest of your day watching March Madness.